How do you think you've been doing out here? Like, you know, when you come out here, you're going toe-to-toe with everybody. Like, do you feel good about your performance? You know, good things, bad things?
Yeah, I feel really good. Obviously, every night there's something to improve on. And, you know, when I come back out tomorrow, I'm going to try and improve what I did wrong today and what I did wrong the day before that. So, but I feel like I've got a pretty strong showing and just excited to keep getting better.
You're a pretty big kid, pretty thick, huh? Like, you're ready to play? Or?
Yeah, I think
I just, like, you know.
I said that to him last night.
Sometimes, you know, you come out here, these Elite 11 guys are small, but you look like you've been in the program for a year already.
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind me asking, like, when you're the kind of guy that's taken one official visit, you know you want to be at Georgia, like, that's your school, you've been committed for a long time. Do schools try to get in your ear and just like, hey, we need you, like, they you know, Georgia has a ton of quarterbacks on their roster already, all the things, like, does that happen to you?
Yeah, no, it definitely happens, but I think I kind of put my foot on the brakes. You know, I don't want to go anywhere else besides Georgia, and that's where I'm going to go. And I think when I continue to say that, they kind of backed off a little bit because I'm not going anywhere else.
So, like, is that what you say, like, right out of the gate?
Yeah, I mean, it's been...
Let's do an impression.
Polite about it, but...
Yeah, play.
I'm Nick Saban.
Yep.
Hey, I'm the greatest coach of all time.
Yep.
You want to come to Alabama? Is that how it goes?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. But I would say, my answer to that, I would say, thank you for reaching out. I'm super grateful. Thank you for taking your time to reach out. But I committed to the University of Georgia in October, and I'm not changing my decision.
I'm sure some of the reason coaches would reach out is because Georgia now has two guys. But the other part of it, I'm wondering, is it just because quarterback is so important, and with the portal now, do coaches want to maintain relationships a little bit longer, even if you're committed somewhere else? Because then if somebody does go in the portal 2 years later, they're like, oh, well, we didn't give up on that kid. We still were there.
No, that's a really good question. Yeah, I mean, I would think so. I would say so, yeah, because if I was a coach, I would probably do the same thing.
Right.
Because nowadays, you're right, you don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, I would say so, yeah.
You know, I'm from Connecticut, so I know that, like, high school football there, it's not as big as Florida, California, whatever. What did you do to attract the right attention to get to where you are in a state that isn't Florida or Georgia or Texas?
Yeah, I would say nowadays a lot of people have this misconception of Connecticut, New England doesn't have kids that can play, but I play in a prep school league where kids are from everywhere. You know, I have kids on my team from Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, everywhere. So I'm playing against kids that are not just from Connecticut, but from everywhere around the world. And they're a lot older too. Like, there's a couple kids in my league, but a lot of kids actually that are 20 years old. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Does the
Postgrads.
Yeah, postgrads. Does the traveling throughout New England? I mean, I know that's not like traveling across the country, but does that
You gonna
add
watch
a
the
little
documentary when it comes out?
professionalism element to it that
Are
helps
you
you guys
invited?
mature a little bit more than if you were just playing 5 minutes away on the bus?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm super grateful for the school that I go to. I go to Avon Old Farms. Obviously, as you know, it's in Connecticut. And
They've had a lot of players come through there, too, right?
yeah, not only have they prepared me on the field, but off the field. They made me a better man overall. I mean, we wake up every day early, suit and tie, all guys, no girls at the school. We have school jobs. Like, my school
What's your job?
I had we call it the refectory, the cafeteria.
Right.
The
That's just,
refectory?
yeah, that's just Avon. That's
It's Avon Old Farms.
And my job is I'm a Wednesday night dinner sweeper. So I got that. But
Are you? I mean, every time the Georgia guys talk to you, we ask you about whether or not you're still locked in.
Yeah.
Every time the national guys are talking to you, they ask you, "Are you tired of getting that question?"
I mean, I can't control what people are gonna ask. The only thing I control is my answer, and
But do you get annoyed?
it's not changing.
When people ask about Dylan, you get annoyed.
You could say yes.
It's okay.
Not really, no. I mean, it can get frustrating. Only time it gets frustrating is when it's repetitive. Like, only if it's the same person that asks the same thing twice.
Gotcha.
That's the only time. But if it's a different person that's never asked it before, I don't mind it at all.
Okay, gotcha.
How did you end up at Old Farms?
So I originally was at Lawrence Academy. I don't know if you guys have seen the Penn State tight end around here, Luke Reynolds.
Yeah.
Me and him battled at quarterback at Lawrence Academy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so me and him had a battle, and after that we both ended up transferring. He ended up becoming a 4-star tight end at Penn State, and obviously I committed to Georgia. So I transferred just because I just wanted the overall benefits. I wanted to take my game to the next level.
I mean, you're a very talented baseball player as well.
Yeah.
Is there any chance you would ever explore that avenue if
I mean,
the right offer came?
I love baseball, but I love football a lot more. So I think it's always something I'm going to keep in my back pocket, but it's not going to be my priority right now. Football is my priority.
You hit the long ball though? You hit dingers?
Yeah, I did. I had a couple home runs.
Do you still play baseball? Or you
I did not play this year, but I got invited to come back to the area code. You know what the area code games are? They're here in San Diego. It's like the top 200 baseball players. You play in front of like a bunch of MLB scouts.
You didn't play baseball at all this year, and you still got invited.
Well, yeah, because I did it last summer, and I played pretty well there in the underclassmen one, so I got invited back to the upperclassmen one.
What's the highest you ever did on a radar game?
Pitching?
Yeah.
I got clocked at 94, I think, 95.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
I grew up in Burlington. So
Oh,
I'm
awesome.
right near it.